Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about One Piece's new chapter, which is on chapter 1036. Now, this chapter right here was actually pretty nice and cool. I can't wait for the next chapter, which apparently it won't be showing up until like 2 weeks later, if I remember correctly, if anything else. But if by all means, let's just get this started. We have to it that King gets slashed down and his wing cut by Zoro. We have to it that King ends up remembering something about his past with Kaido. And Kaido says, "You think I'm Joy Boy? Is the world I'm making really the world you wanted?" And King tells Kaido, "Legends are legends. At this point, it doesn't matter what you do. I owe you my life. Just keep being the strongest, and I'll make sure to never lose until you're king of the pirates." And Zoro remembers his past, saying until I beat him to become the greatest swordsman, I will never lose again. Got a problem with that, King of the Pirates? And we have to it that Zoro says, if this is what it takes, I will become the King of Hell. And Zoro ends up launching himself back on Onigashima, while King with the cut wing, he has one wing cut, ends up falling downward down to oblivion. And we see to it that someone tells the CP0 that King has lost, and they say, well, it doesn't matter now because those wins are meaningless as long as those two monsters are standing, which is Big Mom and Kaido, while Law and etc. While Law and Kid are handling Big Mom on their own, they're struggling. Anyways, we see a narration, like it says, as the events unfold, this conflict approaches a potentially disastrous end. Should Luffy manage to triumph over Kaido, the flame clouds holding Onigashima would dissipate and the island would come crashing down. That would ignite the gunpowder stores in the castle's basement, resulting in an explosion that would consume the flower capital. Countless people are enjoying the fire festival. They remain unaware of the fact that their lives could be snuffed out at any moment. And another crisis approaches. A manifestation of Kanjuro's hatred heads for that same basement, Spurred on by the words of Orochi, it may explode Onigashima in midair. Fortunately, Yamato is in hot pursuit. We have to it that Yamato ends up entering the gate of armory and asks, Fuga to, knock him out, And Fuga's like, no problem, and ends up knocking him out and breaks open the door, And we have to it that Yamato says, thank you, Fuga, and keep Rocky busy, etc., And we go to between the first and second floor, which is the attic, We have to it that Usopp is making his attacks using Skull Grasp Bomb. Don't let up with the Red Scabbard and Straw Hats, while Usopp is trying to fight for his life right now. He's not trying to give up. And we have to it, Kinemon tells Usopp, hey, forget me, just take Kiku. And Kiku says, no, Kinemon-sama, I'm far too gone. Sounds good, I'll leave you both and escape. But Usopp says, no, wait, that would make this rescue attempt pointless. What is with you samurai having death wishes, huh? I don't get this obsession with honor and committing seppuku. I know it's your culture, but I can't stand it. Usopp tearfully makes a speech to Kiku and Kinemon by saying, it may look pathetic to keep struggling with tears and snot running down my face, but I don't care. I'll never stop clinging to life. You have to keep going. Even if it's in disgrace, dying after coming this far would be a waste. It's not enough to just fight in this raid, you idiots. And we have to it that they are moved by Usopp's words, and we have to it that someone comes up and says, well said. And he ends up, and it's Izo from the former Whitebeard Pirates, And we had to it, Izo ends up saying a couple things here and there, but not before Usopp's actually surprised to see him here, And we had to it, Izo tells his sibling don't strain yourself. Speaking will aggravate your wounds. There will be time to talk later. If you two truly believe in Straw Hat Luffy, you have to live on. Keep them safe, God, Usopp. And Usopp's like, hey, thank you, you've heard of me, kind of thing, that kind of thing, and etc. And we see to it that Usopp takes Kinemon and Kiku away, with some help here and there. And we see to it, we go to see a third floor with Orochi's ninja leader or something says, Give it up, man. Release your paralysis, Jutsu Raizo. The winner has already been decided. But Raizo says, no, it's you first, you know? And he says, if this is what you want, so be it. Fate was not on your side. The flames will reach you first. I shall be free after you burn to death. And Raizo says, I am a loyal retainer to Odin-sama. A fire this mild can't make me sweat, you know? And we see a second floor with Orochi talking to Komurasaki says, hey, nothing's troubling me, but hey, Komurasaki, can you play me that song, the one I like? She says, yeah, sure, why not? We see a second baseman right now, and we see a giant running around like crazy stuffings, you know? While we end up seeing Apu running for his life with that guy, we see to it that one of the giants is defeated by one CP0, you know? As for X Drake, he is pretty much knocked out bad, and CP0 says, yeah, as expected of a man with his reputation, he was quite a handful, you know? And we had two CP0s talking with each other and being giving information that they haven't captured Nico Robin, but we need to get out of the castle immediately. And all the All-Stars have been wiped out, you know? The odds of this new generation winning are 1,000,000 to 1 anyway. But we need to be ready if they somehow pull off an upset, you know? News that big would exaggerate everything that's happening around the world. The fate of the era would decide on this island in a few minutes, you know? As CP0 says that we should escape right now, they decide like even though the generation's winning is 1,000,000 to 1, you know? But even so, if there's a slight chance, they'll still take it. And we go to a scene with Luffy and Kaido clashing against each other, you know? Saying that humans can't push themselves forever. Surely they've already reached the limit. And we see to it that Luffy attacks Kaido with Gomu Gomu no Rock Gun, while Kaido attacks him with a club, you know? They end up hitting each other very badly, and they end up falling on their back. And we have to it that both of them are laughing, and Luffy says, hey man, this is getting good. And Kaido's like, I was thinking the same thing. And then the ending ends off with the smiles and the mighty, what will the fallout of this deathmatch will be, you know? And the chapter ends off there. I thought this chapter was pretty cool, you know? Overall, you know, Zoro and King had their match decided, you know? Zoro easily ends up defeating King after having a hard time with him, and Big Mom going on a rampage while everyone else is doing their thing, Yamato entering the armory, and Usopp saving Kinemon and Kiku, and we see Izo come in to help him out, and then like Orochi talking to Komurasaki while Fukurocho, the ninja leader of Orochi, is in the paralysis moment with freaking like Raizo right now, and Apu escaping right now, and we had to it that CP0 defeats Drake, and they given information about what's happening here and there, you know? While Sanji and Zoro are literally out cold right now, which I can't blame them for, because Zoro, he's been fighting with a damaged body thanks to Chopper's medicine, you know? And Luffy continuing his fight against Kaido, you know? And I thought it was pretty nice and slick to see how he's able to do some damage against Kaido, because he has Haoshoku no Haki, like, application. Anyways, looking forward to, like, the next chapter, which won't be coming in a few weeks or so. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye bye. Ta-ta-da!